night pours down like cheap regret on a city that won't forget. I walk slow, hands in my jeans. Learn too much from what I've seen. Streetlights buzz like bad advice. Same mistakes, different price. I don't ask for second views. I already know the truth. I've watched love turn in a way. Watch patience come too late. Some lessons don't arrive, they wait. These dark blues don't save my soul. They just help me stay in control. They don't shine, they don't bruise. They just live where I do. I don't beg, I don't choose. I just wear these dark blues. Barroom floors know how I stand. Half a man, half a plan. Your memory ain't sharp or loud. It's just there like a cloud. I don't hate what didn't stay. I just learned to let it wait. Some hearts bend, some refuse. Mine grew quiet, dark and used. Silence taught me how to move without asking for proof. You don't need to say goodbye to know. These dark blues walk my line. Never rush, never lie. They don't heal, they don't accuse. They just show what's true. I don't win, I don't lose. I just stand in dark blue. Midnight clocks don't judge my pace. They just tick, they don't wait. I've made peace with what I lack. I don't look forward, I don't look back. Strength ain't fierce or pride. It's keeping calm when you're tired. I don't scream, I don't bruise. I learn restraint from dark blues. If hope knocks, I let it pass. Some doors close too fast. I ain't holy, I ain't damn. Just a man who understands. The some roads you never choose, they choose you. They stay when the night pulls tight and cruel. They keep me cool, I don't pray, I don't move. I just breathe in dark blue. Morning come, same shoe. Same man, dark blue. My way. I don't rush, I don't wait. City breathe through broken signs, like it's thinking the same as mine. I don't chase what makes a sound. I watch it sink, I watch it drown. Every truth I didn't use still hums in dark blues. I've seen fate dressed up as fire, burn the hands that held it higher. Some beliefs don't fall apart, they thin. Ah, these dark blues don't tell me lies, they just keep my eyes wide. They don't beg, they don't use, they just cruise. I don't bend, I don't lose, I keep still in dark blues. Barroom neon flickers low, like it's tired of the show. Your name drifts, then settles down. Not a scream, just a sound. I don't rewind what went cold, I let memory do what it's told. Some men burn, some men bruise, I learned how to refuse. Silence taught me how to hear what's real when nothing's near. You don't need a second chance to understand. These dark blues hold my flame, never soft, never vain. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just move. I don't rise, I don't lose, I stay calm in dark blue. Midnight feels like honest work, no disguise, no alert. I don't fight what wants to leave, I let go without belief. Strength ain't loud or fast, it's knowing what won't last. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I learn balance from dark blues. If love's a road, I missed the turn. Didn't crash, just didn't learn. Some pass in without a sign, they fade in time. I ain't empty, I ain't through, just quiet tune. These dark blues don't change my skin, they just live within. When the night asks me to choose, I don't refuse, I don't win, I don't lose, I remain in dark blues. I remain in dark blues. Morning hums, no cues, same breath, dark blues. City exhales when the bars shut down, I get tired of wearing the crown. I walk past lives I almost chose. Every face tells me what I know. I don't chase the younger man, I buried him where I stand. Every scar I never show keeps time moving slow. I learned pain don't need a sound, it just settles in around like smoke that stains a room. Long after you leave, these dark blues don't fight the night. They make peace with low light. They don't promise, they don't use, they just sit with truth. I don't rise, I don't lose, I remain in dark blue. Ooh. Street corners whisper my name, not loud, just enough to stay. Your memory ain't sharp or sweet, it's the rhythm in my feet. I don't replay what went wrong, I let it hum like an old song. Some melodies don't resolve, they just go on. I stopped asking for relief, stopped dressing wounds with belief. Some nights are meant to end, they just bend. These dark blues keep their distance, like a man who understands. They don't ask me to be strong, they just let me stand. I don't win, I don't choose, I just stay in dark blue. Midnight feels like borrowed time, every breath a measured line. I don't rush what's nearly gone, I let it finish on its own. I've seen hope where thinner skin break when you lean too hard on it. I don't curse what's overdue, I let it through. If love's a language, I went quiet, not out of fear, just tired. Some truths don't want release, they want peace. I ain't empty, I ain't full, just steady like the pull of gravity and use. Beside the way when the night asks me to move. I don't refuse, I don't pray, I don't lose, I exist in dark blue. Morning breath, no cue, same world, dark blue. And I don't ask me where I've been, it just lets me walk back in. Streetlights hum like old regrets, nothing here I haven't met. I don't crack from trying to fit in. Some things only show their face when you wait. These dark blues don't raise their voice. They respect the choice. They don't save, they don't accuse, they just prove. I don't bend, I don't lose. I stay sharp in dark blues. Ooh, barroom doors breathe smoke and sound. Same lost souls, different towns. Your memory don't cut or sting. It's just another passing thing. I don't polish what was wrong. I learned raw is good enough. Some men shout, some men bruise. I learned how to muse. Silence taught me what to keep, what to bury, what to leave. You don't need to settle scores to close doors. These dark blues hold my shade. Never tied, never fake. They don't heal, they don't amuse, they just stay true. I don't rush, I don't lose. I move slow in dark blues. Ooh, midnight feels like borrowed calm. No alarms, no charm. I don't fight what's meant to fade. I let time get paid. Strength ain't steel or stone. It's standing firm alone. I don't scream, I don't bruise. I learn stillness from dark blues. If love's a lesson, I passed late. Didn't fail, just recalibrate. Some answers come in shade, not parade. I ain't broken, I ain't new. Just reduce. Coffee's gone cold on the counter. Ashtrays full of old fights. Your perfume still on that flannel shirt, hanging where you left last night. You said you're tired of the same old story, me and that bottle in the same old chair. You slammed the door, took your glory, left that echo buzzing in the air. Like it's laughing at this fool. I've been trading all our Sundays for smoky bars and cheap bar stools. Every promise that I ever poured you spit out somewhere on the floor. Now it's me in this glass at midnight. his head and pours, said, son, you wanna fix it? You can't sleep here on this floor. So I stumbled through that screen door, sunrise, stained hands, heavy eyes. Every hangover holds a promise that I'll break by Friday night. You're out there finding fresh air, I'm in here breathing smoke. You found peace inside a sunrise, I found comfort in the choke. But I remember how your laughter used to dance across my skin. Now it's just the ice in this glass, tapping time for what might have been. Got whiskey on my wedding ring, lipstick on my guilty grin. I keep losing every good thing to the same old sin. Love's a cage and love's a key. You set it down and walk from me. Now every road leads back to you. And these whiskey blues, yeah. I could pour this poison out, take that walk to your front door. Say I'm done with chasing shadows, done sleeping on this barroom floor. Would you slam it in my face or pull me in, say start again? Is there a prayer in this disaster, or just a wish at the bitter end? Oh, I traced that pale tan line where a ring used to ride. You took yours off in anger, I still twist mine when I lie. Maybe love is just a lesson written crooked across our days. Maybe I'm a slow learner, still reading it the hardest way. Got whiskey on my wedding ring, lipstick on my guilty grin. I keep losing every good thing to the same old sin. Love's a storm and love's a bruise. I wear your name inside my shoes. Every step I feel that truth. And these whiskey blues, all the fights and all the fun, to the way you said you'd save me from myself and from that sun. If you ever feel that midnight creeping lonely through your bones, you know where this fool is sitting. Same barstool, same old ghost. Got whiskey on my wedding ring, and your memory in my veins. If loving you's a losing, Another day begins. Still feel your touch. Where do I win this losing game? You left your boots by the doorway, your coat on my kitchen chair. You laughed, said you'd only stay a moment, then months piled up everywhere. We burned our eggs on a Tuesday, kissed black coffee off our lips. You traced a promise on my shoulder, then you let it nearly slip. I watch you dance in my mirror, wearing my old flannel shirt, bare feet on the busted hardwood. You said love's supposed to hurt. We talk kids, we talk leaving, we talk running out of time. You poured your heart in my glassware, mixed your mess with mine. Love is a long road, babe, whiskey on the side of the bed. Some days we're slow dancing, some days we're hanging by a thread. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. You got your scars from your father, I got these lines from the night. We fought about the bills and the weather, who was wrong, who was half right. You slammed the door, I lit a candle, talked to the empty room, said if this is all that love is, why do I still make space for you? Remember that cheap motel outside Houston, neon buzzing like a fly. We didn't sleep, just told our secrets till the clocks ran out of lies. You cried about your first heartbreak, how you swore you'd never stay. But there you were, ink on my shoulder, spelling out my name. Love is a long road, babe, whiskey on the side of the bed. Some nights we burn like summer, some nights were colder than the dead. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. We say forever in the morning, by evening we're halfway packed. Suitcase full of almost leaving keys tossed, then we take them back. We're too proud to ask forgiveness, too tired to start again. But when the room gets quiet, you still reach for my hand. Oh yeah. I caught you staring at the doorway, like the past was coming in. I poured a shot, slid it over, said, tell me where you've been. You said, I'm scared of the sunlight, I'm scared of dying slow. I said, I'm scared you'll wake up someday and finally let me go. We made a church out of this bedroom, with the blankets of stained glass, preaching promises at midnight, praying they might last. Your hair smelled like every season, rain and smoke and May. I remember shut in case you slipped away. Love is a long road, babe. Whiskey on the side of the bed. We keep on losing our patience. We keep on finding it again. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. Years stack up like dishes, sink full but we still sing. We ain't fixed all of our damage, but we got circles on our ring. We missed some trains in the station, caught a few by accident. We never turned into perfect, just a little more decent. So here's to cracked up mornings, to late night honest fights, to all the times we almost ended, still holding on by sunrise. I'll take your silence and your thunder, your crooked smile at 2 a.m. If loving you is the trouble, I'll pour that trouble again. Hey! Love is a long road, babe. Whiskey on the side of the bed. We toast to all our failures like they were blessings instead. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. Or closed down street, coffee cold at my feet. City moves, I'll stay still. Learn patience the hard way, will by will. I don't ask how, I don't ask why. Some answers are out and left outside. Every truth I ever knew came dressed in dark blues. I see love turning away, that hope not too late. Some doors closed quiet and clean, no sound, no scene. These dark blues don't need a name. They light, they flame. They don't lift me, don't refuse. They just stay dark blues. I don't try, I don't choose. Oh, I just stand. Dark blues. Train horse cried from across the bay, like a caller yesterday. I let them pass, I let them go. Some things don't need to be known. Their voice ain't sharp as one. like a coat I left in the storm. I don't miss what I do, I just adjusted to the truth. Silence taught me how to hear, for noise hides in fear. A steady breath, a measured mood, that's how I learned to lose. These dark blues walk my pace, never rush, never chase. They don't save me, don't excuse, they just fit the rules. I don't bend, I don't rule, oh, I just move in the midday sun on broken glass shows me time don't care to pass. I learned strength ain't being loud, it's standing firm in a crowd. Every mile I get and run still waits like an open door. I don't fire, I don't freeze, I just breathe. If regrets are dead, I owe, I paid in full long ago. I don't rewrite, I don't revise, some lies I live between the lines. I ain't lost, I ain't found, just steady ground. night, another slow death. Whiskey sour on a sticky bar, wondering where you are so far. Empty glass, empty stare, just a ghost in the air. Where'd you go, where'd you run underneath this broken sun? Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams near and far, heartbeat drumming a ragged beat. Can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely street. Rain on the window, a steady drip, every memory a bitter sip. Your laughter echoes in my head, words unsaid, words unsaid. Shadows dancing on the wall, hearing your name I start to fall. This town ain't big enough for two, not when one of them is you. Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams near and far, heartbeat drumming a ragged beat. Can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely They say time heals all the wounds, but these scars just bloom deeper, darker every day. Gonna waste away, gonna fade away. Is there a reason? Is there a sign? This pain ain't yours, it's only mine. A twisted knot, a tangled thread. Wish I was numb, wish I was dead. Walking down these empty lanes, feel the chill, feel the pains. Every corner, every turn, another lesson I gotta learn. About goodbye, about the end. No one to call, no one to mend. This shattered soul, this weary heart, torn to pieces right from the start. Neon bleeds on a sidewalk floor. Another night I've lived before. Same old bar, same old tune. Moon hangs low like it's tied to. I don't rush, I don't pray, I just let the hours decay. Every face I pass by looks like me if I lie. second glances. Your voice ain't loud anymore. It's a knock on a closed door. I don't chase what disappeared. I don't toast to wasted years. Some men heal, some men choose to make peace with what they lose. Silence taught me how to see what noise never showed me. You don't need a loaded heart to know what's empty. These dark blues know my weight. Every step, every mistake. They don't ask me to confess. They just sit with the mess. No excuse, no excuse. I just breathe in dark blue. Midnight train screams down the line like it's running out of time. I watch it pass, don't move a bone. Some roads ain't meant to be known. I keep my hands inside my coat. Guard my words, guard my throat. I've said enough, I paid my dues. Now I speak in dark blues. If love's a lesson I passed too late, read it wrong, learned it straight. Pain don't shout, it stays polite. Waits for you in quiet nights. I ain't broken, I ain't clean, just somewhere in between. I don't bend, I don't bruise. I adapt to dark blue. These dark blues don't drag me down. They keep my feet on solid ground. When the lights all fade to black, they're the only thing I have. No disguise, no loose screws. I'm still standing in dark blue. Morning comes, same shoes, same walk, dark blues. Knife rolls in like a tailor coat, fits you right around my throat. City lights don't ask ask my name. They blink once, then look away. I don't chase what's moving fast. I learn wait from things that last. Every step I didn't lose, polished by dark blues. I've seen fire burn itself, trying to be something else. Some men learn to rise and fall. I learned to stand. These dark blues don't break my stride. They keep the edges tight. They don't beg, they don't use, they just set the mood. I don't bend, I don't choose, I move clean in dark blues. Barroom glass holds neon lights, same old songs in newer ties. Your voice drifts through the smoke, doesn't land, just floats. I don't chase what didn't stay. I let memory decay. Some good things bruise, then turn into use. Silence taught me how to read the space between need. You don't have to raise your tone to own the room. These dark blues don't speak out loud. They keep me level in a crowd. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just show what's true. I don't rush, I don't lose, I stay sharp. Sharp in dark blues. Midnight trains don't look behind, they just cut the line. I respect that kind of grace, leaving without a trace. Strength ain't fists to borrow pride, it's walking calm on your own side. I don't ask, I don't choose, I trust these dark blues. If love's a war, I laid arms down. No white flag, no crown. Some battles end when you refuse to bleed for proof. I ain't hollow, I ain't used, just steady tune. These dark blues don't fade with time. They age like well-cut lines. When the night pulls tight and smooth, I move through. I don't rise, I don't lose, I just live in dark blues. Dawn breaks clean, no cues. Same man, dark blues. Streetlight flickers, a dying breath. Another night, another slow death. Whiskey sour on a sticky bar, wondering where you are so far. Empty glass, empty stare, just a ghost hanging in the air. Where'd you go, where'd you run, underneath this broken sun? Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat, can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely street. Rain on the window, a steady drip, every memory a bitter sip. Your laughter echoes in my head, words unsaid, words unsaid. Shadows dancing on the wall, hear your name and I start to fall. This town ain't big enough for two, not when one of them is you. Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat, can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely street. Oh, they say time heals all the wounds, but these scars just bloom deeper, darker every day. Gonna waste away, gonna fade away. Is there a reason? Is there a sign? This pain ain't yours, it's only mine. A twisted knot, a tangled thread. Wish I was numb, wish I was dead. side still warm. Last night's argument hanging in the air like that coat you never wear anymore. You said, baby, I'm tired of your promises. I laughed it off, then I watched you pack. You walked out slow in my faded shirt, and every step you took I felt the crack. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds, same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. Jukebox crooning in the corner booth, couples dancing, swaying soft and slow. I'm nursing bruises no one can see, smiling at strangers that I don't wanna know. There's lipstick ghosts on my old glass, memories floating in the amber light. You laugh, your hands on my backseat neck, every wrong I did coming back tonight. Thought I was a wild man born to roam. You were the map that felt like home. Now the road just feels like a running from everything I broke. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds, same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. We had blue jeans, back porch summers, bare feet, thunder rolling slow. You traced futures on my freckled shoulder, said promise me you'll never let me go. But late nights turned into later lies, I chased every shadow on the wall. You waited up in that cotton dress till my excuses just stopped coming at all. Now this booth feels like a witness stand, every bottle's just telling on me. I trade every shot in this busted town for one more chance to let you see. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds, same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. Maybe you're dancing in some quiet kitchen, bare feet tapping on the linoleum floor. Maybe you're learning how to sleep alone, not waiting on my key in the door. I'm playing tough guy in a cloud of smoke, but my hands won't stop that shake. I used to think heartbreak was just a song till I felt that first real break. Dial your number just to hear it ring. Hang up before you get the chance. Bartender says, son, you alright? I say, yeah, I just forgot the steps to this dance. Hey! Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds, same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. So here's to the nights we almost got right, to your goodbye leaning on that screen door light. If you ever wonder what became of taps time on the hood of my car, like it knows exactly who we are. City lights don't promise much, just a little heat, a little hush. I keep my coat on collar high. A man don't bleed where strangers lie. Every road I ever chose taught me things I should have known. I don't talk about the nights that taught me wrong from right. Some lessons stay unspoken like a jaw that's already broken. These dark blues fit me well, like a story I don't tell. They don't rush, they don't move, they just sit and tell the truth. Love came close, love refused, left me dressed in dark blue. Barroom jukebox hums low, songs about things I outgrew. I've shaken hands with better days, watched them walk the other way. Your name don't hurt, it just weighs like a bill I'll always pay. I ain't bitter, I ain't used, just realistic, just bruised. I learned silence keeps you sharp when the world cuts like glass. You don't need to raise your voice to make a moment last. These dark blues know my face, every flaw, every mistake. They don't leave when things go bad. They're the only friends I had. No excuse, no excuse, 'cause I just wear these dark blues. Midnight smells like oil and rain. Another drive through quiet pain. Real view shows a man who stayed when others folded, others ran. I don't dream like I used to. Dreams want more than I can do. I just keep the engine slow, let the past stay where it goes. They say time's a gentle thief, steals your doubt, leaves belief. But all I got was clearer side of who I was on every night. I don't curse, I don't pray, I just breathe and let it play. Every truth I never lose gets tuned in dark blues. These dark blues don't ask for more. They know what I'm built for. They don't beg, they don't choose, they just walk me through every wind, every bruise. I'm still dressed in dark blue. Dawn shows up, I don't move. Still steady in these dark blues. the sidewalk floor. Another night I've lived before. Same old bar, same old tune. Moon hangs low like it's tired too. I don't rush, I don't pray, I just let the hours decay. Every face I pass by looks like me if I lie. I learn quick not to explain. Some truths don't need a name. If you carry them long enough, they start carrying you. These dark blues keep me steady when the world spins fast. They don't promise me forever, just a way to last. Love tried once, love refused, left me locked in dark blues. Hey. Ashtray full of almost chances, missed calls and second glances. Your voice ain't loud anymore, it's a knock on a closed door. I don't chase what disappeared, I don't toast to wasted years. Some men heal, some men choose to make peace with what they lose. Silence taught me how to see what noise never showed me. You don't need a loaded heart to know what's empty. These dark blues know my weight, every step, every mistake. They don't ask me to confess, they just sit with the mess. No excuse, no excuse. I just breathe in dark blues. Midnight train screams down the line like it's running out of time. I watch it pass, don't move a bone. Some roads ain't meant to be known. I keep my hands inside my coat, guard my words, guard my throat. I've said enough, I've paid my dues. Now I speak in dark blues. If love's a lesson I passed too late, read it wrong, learned it straight. Pain don't shout, it stays polite, waits for you in quiet nights. I ain't broken, I ain't clean, just somewhere in between. I don't bend, I don't bruise, I adapt to dark blues. These dark blues don't drag me down, they keep my feet on solid ground. When the lights all fade to black, they're the only thing I have. No disguise, no loose screws. I'm still standing in dark blues. Morning comes, same shoes, same walk, dark blues. Empty glass, full ashtray. Same old song on replay. You showed up, boots by the door, laughing and smoke like I heard it before. Red lipstick on my best mistakes. You said, boy, how much more can you take? I said, pull up a chair, pour what you choose. If love's gonna hurt, make it whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. Floor. You stole my breath, then you asked for more. Neon buzzing, but I watched your eyes. All my bad habits in a good disguise. You said I'm trouble, wrapped in lace, a long slow fall you can't erase. I tip my glass to your worn out shoes, said trouble's my type and my type is blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels alive. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. Sunday morning, sun too bright. You in my shirt from the night last night. Coffee cold, but your hands were warm. We laughed at the mess and the thunderstorm. You traced the lines on my tired face, said you've been running, babe, from an empty place. I kissed your palm, said I always choose the long way home through the whiskey blues. Every promise tastes like fire, every kiss a spinning room. I keep lighting my desire like a match that knows its doom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. You're my last call, first sin, my goodbye, my begin. You're the ache I lean into the storm I keep walking through. You're the card I should not draw, every line I cross in chalk. You're the prayer I half believe, the one I drink and never leave. So take my pride, take my name, scratch your letters in my flame. If love's a tab I can't refuse, I'll pay it singing these whiskey blues. Hey! whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blues. So pour it slow, let the night run long. Life is short, but this love is strong. If I gotta drown, I'll choose this view. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. Empty bottles line the shelf. Another night alone with myself. like every word I never speak. The shadow's gone, but I still see what you took out of me. I don't hate, I don't blame, just learn how to live with the stain. Some hearts heal, some hearts bruise, mine just learn how to lose. I stopped asking for a sign, stopped begging for relief. When hope costs more than truth, a man sticks with belief. These dark blues don't talk back, they just sit in the cracks between what I was, what I'll be, what I lost, what's left of me. No excuse, no use, I just walk with dark blues. Midnight towns I'll pass through all look the same when you do. Every face feels borrowed now, every promise half allowed. I learned strength, they fist of fire, it's holding still when you're tired. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I just carry dark blues. If love's a storm, I stay too long. Tried to make a right from wrong, but the rain don't ever choose who it breaks, who it moves. I ain't cursed, I ain't free, just a man with memory. Every truth I never lose keeps humming dark blues. These dark blues don't save my soul, they just keep me whole. When the night pulls tight and close, they're the only thing I know. I don't win, I don't choose, I just live in dark blues. Sun comes up, I still cruise. Same road, same dark blues. Ashtray sunrise on the nightstand, half warm coffee, lipstick on my hand. Your laugh still hanging in the kitchen there, your sweater on a chair like you're still there. Old boots sleeping by a broken door, floorboards aching where we danced before we were young, dumb, out of our minds, trading tomorrows for overtime. Pour that whiskey on your photograph, watch your smile swim then start to crack. Love was a wildfire in a paper room, burned down fast, left the barroom moon. I keep on chasing what I had to lose, love and life and these whiskey blues. You said, baby, I ain't fixing you, then patched my pride with a crooked truth. You held my face when the world turned mean, said life ain't kind, but it don't have to be clean. We missed rent, but we made rent songs, fought all night just to hold on. You threw a glass, I ducked the paint, shards in the sink like it poison? Was it prayer? Every time you ran your fingers through my hair. Were we broken or were we brand new? I still taste every answer on you. Oh, that whiskey on your photograph. Watch your smile swim, then start to crack. Love was a wildfire in a paper room. Burned down fast, left the barroom on. I keep on chasing what I had to lose. Love and life and these whiskey blues. Oh, yeah. I took that job at the edge of town. Same old hammer, just a different sound. Nails and names, I drive them deep. Your ghost still follows when I try to sleep. You took your suitcase, took the train. Left your perfume in the window pane. Left your ring in the sugar bowl. Sweet and rusting where we used to hold. Tell me, darling, did you find your light? Or just a quieter kind of fight? Do you still hum our crooked tune when you're pouring drinks for some new fool? That whiskey on your photograph. Watch your smile swim, then start to crack. Love was a wildfire in a paper room. Burned down fast, left the ballroom. I keep on chasing what I had to lose. Love and life and these whiskey blues. Oh, yeah. Bartender says I should call you up, but my hands shake when I touch that glass. Every sorry that I never spoke, rising like smoke, rising too fast. If I had one more busted night with you, I'd drink the dawn, I'd tell the truth. No cheap lies hiding in my grin. Just I was wrong and come back in. Now every Friday, same crooked chair, same bench shadow in the busted glass. Some girl laughs, kinda like you did. I turn my head, then I kill that wish. Life keeps rolling like an old tape deck, always hissing at what comes next. I've got my stories, I've got my scars. You're the longest line in this house of cards. Was it heaven in a roadside bar? Two broke hearts in a borrowed car. If I'm honest, when the bottle's through, every good thing still sounds like you. Pour that whiskey on your photograph. Watch your smile swim, then start to crack. Love was a wildfire in a paper room. Burned down fast, left the barroom on. I keep on chasing what I had to lose. Love and life and these whiskey blues. Oh, yeah. So here's to the fights and the barefoot nights, to the wrong made rights and the cracked street lights. If love is a debt I can't refuse, I'll pay in full with these whiskey blues. Whiskey blues. Yeah. I'll grow old with these whiskey blues. Oh, these blues. The empty glass on the table. Another night alone. Whiskey burns my throat. Why'd you leave?